Perfect. Okay, partnerships. Let me tell you this. Every single business that I've had that has succeeded is because I have aligned myself with the right partners and the right employees and the right people. Every one that has failed is because I've done the opposite. I've just brought somebody on, I haven't vetted them, they just came up with this idea, didn't understand their work ethic, we didn't work well together. And those ones I have not only failed, I've lost a lot of money on those businesses. People ask my business partner, John Pennington. He and I were the co-founders of Bridge Loan Capital and then became Bridge Investment Group as we partnered together with other people, and it's now over $9 billion under management. And people ask John, they say, John, what is it that created the success? You know, Paul had a number of other business partners in the past that things didn't work out and now things just grew. Why is it? And he said, I understood that I was the yin to Paul's yang. I was the balance on, and I realized it as well. I'm the kite and he was the string, and nobody cares about that string until it's cut, and then that kite will crash and burn. I realized a long time ago that I was a visionary, I had energy, I could create, I could build, but I needed somebody who could cross the T's and dot the I's and secure everything on the back end. And John will tell the story. He'll say, you know, so many times, he says, I was working and it was 10 o'clock at night and I was in the office and I was typing away and putting together some contracts and stuff, and I'd call Paul for a question and he'd be at the front row seats at the Jazz game with some investors or some partners or whatever else. And in the beginning I was like, oh man, I'm working and he's playing. He says, and I realized that there was a balance there, that he needed me and I needed him. Without him, we wouldn't have become a multi-billion-dollar, because in the beginning we were sitting there and we would have something we needed to raise $25,000 by Friday. And I'd turn around and I'd say, John, we're going to be $1 billion fund. And he'd say, Paul, get back on the phone. I need $25,000 by Friday. But it's that partnership that is the key. And I've had other partners that unfortunately didn't have the same work ethic that I had, and I had to actually close down companies multiple times because it was too hard to break apart that partnership and create the right one that I needed. My best employee I've ever had is my assistant, Kitty. And somebody asked me the other day, how did you find Kitty? You know, it was actually my son. My son says, you know, if I'm building a business, I've seen that, you know, her ability to just fill in everywhere that you fail at is amazing. How do you find somebody like her? And I thought about it and I realized, you know what, we went through a headhunter who went through 200 or 300 applications and found 30 that they thought were really good. And of those 30, we read through the applications and decided to interview 10 of them. And of those 10, she was the very best one. And so I asked myself, how did I get such an amazing personal assistant and partner in that way? Well, I went through hundreds of people. And then I looked at the ones that completely failed, and it was some random guy who came in, Paul, I got this great business idea, let's partner on it, I'll make you the president, and he absconds with the money, and it was horrible. So vetting the right partners, making sure they have the right skill set and work together with you.